Appreciate there's a game tomorrow night, but obviously Dan Ashworth left the club at the weekend. What's your view on it? Were you surprised by it?
No, the first thing I want to say that since the first day I felt great support from the ownership and for Omar, from Dan also, from Jason. So and Dan was part of that, and I'm really I felt a really support from Dan also. But this is football, and sometimes these things happen with players, with coaches. I know that is not the best situation, but the important thing is that we continue in our way. The path is really clear for everybody, and I think this can happen in football.
Are you concerned that the club's more unstable than when you first arrived a month ago?
I don't think so. Like I said, I felt since day one the support from everybody. So one person leaving don't change nothing. Of course, it's a bad situation, like I said, because you are talking of a human being, a professional that support us as a team. But I think the most important thing is that your vision is really clear, and that vision don't change if only one person leaves.
Hi, Ruben. Bruno said before the last Europa League game that he felt that the Europa League was your biggest target this season, presumably because it offers a chance for a trophy and to qualify for the Champions League. Is that a view that you share, given that you're struggling a little bit in the Premier League to reach those top four positions?
I think I as a coach, I cannot focus just on that, the way we can see in the future titles or something. I think that our goal is to win the Premier League. That is our goal. Of course, you can do the math and you understand that for a big club like us to be in the Champions League is so important. And then you can look at the table and you can see that from Europa League maybe is easier. You can take this information for this context, but I'm not focused on that. Our goal is to win the Premier League, not just to go to Champions League. To go to Champions League is an important point to win the Premier League. That is really clear. But for me, the most important thing is to win and to see something different in the team and in every game.
Mr. Amorim, after the defeat against Nottingham Forest, you talked about the need for your centre-backs to be more calm on the ball when they're trying to pass. You also spoke about how your team needs to avoid being sloppy. Could you elaborate on how you encourage your team staying calm in those moments where it's very busy, but also making sure they don't make mistakes?
It's really simple. I think against Nottingham, we should pass the ball a little bit more quicker. So it's with safety, but a little bit more quicker when everything is blocked. For me, the most important point is that every player should be in the good position to start one play. And we were controlling the game. We start the second half very well. And if you remember, we are doing one play when Lenny Yoro makes 1-2, jumps in front, and then a bad pass makes a counter-attack and you suffer a goal. And now you have to continue to play in the same way with a low block. So it's this kind of details. You have to play the ball preparing to lose the ball sometimes. And these kind of points are really important in our team, because in the past and still at this moment, you can see a lot of moments like this. I just remember from my head the game against Liverpool, all the goals were most like that, and then we are doing work on that, and you see the same thing last week. So you are trying to improve with the ball, but also preparing the way you can, when you lose the ball, you are covering our own goal.
Thank you very much. Malacia, I wanted to ask, how are you taking on these new details from your new coach? Obviously, it's been a lot of change in your career recently, and I just want to know about how you're adjusting to these new details.
No, of course, there's a lot of changing, but what I like and what I know from this manager is that he's very clear. So for all of us, so that's the most important thing. So we know what we have to do in the game.
Hi, Ruben. Manchester United have spent a lot of money in the past decade. Before you were Manchester United manager, you've brought in a new system. The fans can see your identity. You probably need to bring in players for it to reach its full potential. Have you been told that you need to sell to buy in the transfer window to bring players in?
No, I'm really focused on to see my players, to understand my players, and I think that was one of the problems of the clubs. We have to focus on what we have. We have to focus on the academy, and you also to have the clear profile when you get the players. So it's a lot of details you have to manage. You can see it set pieces. Sometimes you look at our team, we are a small team compared to the others. Every detail counts, and you have to be very clear first in the profiles. Arrange all the process and then go to that phase of buying and selling players. But we have like Thai international players. They are good players, and we need time to teach our idea, and then we will see. Because this is a massive club. If you don't win, the coach goes, the player goes. So you have to know that. So we have to improve as a team. We have to arrange a lot of things in our club before thinking just in buying or selling players. There's a lot to do. So let's focus on improving our players, improving our academy, and then see.
Tyrell, it's been a long road back for you, and it's great to see you back on the pitch. How long do you think it will take for you to get back to your best? Because obviously a long time out is going to take a bit of time. And have you seen positive changes with the new coaching staff coming in?
No, it's like training every day, so I have to improve week by week by playing games, of course. And I could already see a difference between my first game against Bode Glimt and Arsenal. So I think, that's it. And other than that, as a team, we are improving and trying to adapt the playing style of the manager, and I'm happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Ruben. You mentioned about the vision and everyone being on the same path. It was clearly some people weren't on the same path, or Dan Ashworth wouldn't have gone. So what is that vision, and are there some disagreements over it?
No, I don't think so. I cannot tell you about the vision. The whole vision is just in a press conference, but we want to take this club winning the Premier League and to be an elite club like this club should be. In this way, we have to make changes because of the context. I don't know. You could change the coach. Because you don't have results, you can change the coach. So you can have a vision, but sometimes you make a slightly change of direction to go to find the same goal. So this could happen in football, and we are focused on to win the Premier League. That is the main goal of this club.
Hi, Ruben. You've been in the job, I think, a month today. When you did your first press conference, you said, I believe in the players until they prove me wrong. I appreciate you're still getting to know a lot of them, most of them, but you must have formed an opinion of the players. And to what extent do you feel that you have to maybe potentially move some on in January? And I appreciate what you said earlier, but can a club like Manchester United afford not to move players on in January, because there's only 2 windows, clearly?
I really don't know. There's a lot at stake in this moment. We have a lot to do, a lot of games. We don't have time to train. So the players have contract. We have to see him. It's a new idea, new coach. Sometimes I have one idea in the first week. Second week I have a different idea. Then we have to see what happens. So it's everything so close, all the games during the opening of the window in January. So I really don't know. I'm just focused on improving the team. I cannot think so much further than the next game. So like any other team, when the window is open, we can do something. But in this moment, our focus is to win games, and we have to have this feeling of winning, and we have to start tomorrow.
I just thought I'd ask about the opposition tomorrow. On top of everything else, United haven't won away in Europe, I think it's since March 2023, so important to end that run. And for yourself, the start of last week, we were asking about finishing in the top 4 Champions League by beating Arsenal. You've had a bit of a crash course in United since then, so how have you found it?
No, I already knew it. You guys ask, I respond, but I already knew it. That is a big job. We have a long way to go. It's really important to win away, even in the league. And we know that it's really tough to win away in our league. And we are Manchester United. We have to improve on that. Also winning at home, because we lost the last game. It's really important to go to the next stage. So we need to win tomorrow because of all of that. It's really important for us as a club, as a team in this moment. If you pass to the next stage without playoff, you take 2 games from our schedule is massive. For some teams is nothing. For us is like really important. But we are facing a team you don't, maybe a lot of people in England don't know the name, but they are unbeaten at home in Europe. They are very strong. They run a lot. We cannot play the game one against one in all the pitch like they want. We have to have possession. We have to control transitions. We have to be very good in second phases, like after crosses, the next cross. We have to improve on these details. We have to be so much better in set pieces, and we have to win it. So it's really important to win the game and to play well, not just win, to play well. But tomorrow is going to be really tough, and we are prepared for that. Ty is going to play. So we are really prepared for in the game.